Hello. We're going to Anabaseios, the 11th Circle. This is the third fight in the current tier, and this is the third part of the current raid series. So Endwalker's raid series with the Pandæmonium series has 3 parts. This is the third part, and this is the third fight of the third part. It's a whole thing if you care about the division of raid sets and stuff. But anyway, here we go. Anabaseios, the 11th Circle.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit. In transformation, I present to you my truth. I am Invidious.
Spoilers. Also, if you're new here and you stumble upon this guide, this is going to be a long guide. I make long guides. And I'm just saying this because I'm releasing this a few days after this content has released. My guides are usually like 20 to 30 minutes long because I go through all sorts of things. So look for other YouTube channels if you want short guides. Alright, let's go. Oh look, they're all dancing, cheering, they're cheering. So main tank is going to turn the boss around per usual. Should be used to that by now. In Nomia, this is going to be the raid wide. We all got bleeds too. This patch of content likes bleeds. Okay, so here there's a few things to take a look at. Divisive ruling is when this long AoE is gonna cleave in the middle of the room. Darkness gathers in Themis' staff. Sometimes people don't notice these like sayings and stuff, but this is an indication. This is darkness, okay? We also got this purple glowing stuff. So whatever you remember, or like, however it is you learn or notice things, you got different things here. The purple stuff, the words that say darkness, the audio cue that actually says, "Will light embrace or darkness consume?" We're gonna see. We'll see, okay? And then later, the boss will also say these things again. So for this first one, definitely dodge out of this middle area. But because it was purple, as soon as this one gets cleaved, okay. Well, if you stand inside it and you don't move, you get a vuln stack and you also take some damage, okay? Immediately after the middle cleave there, if it's the purple one, look, there's purple, the outsides will cleave. So that means you've got to stand here, wait for the first one, and then move into the center. One more time. Okay, so I stand right at the edge, kind of. Well, I walked down, then I went back to the edge, and then I walked in. I moved in because the outside now gets cleaved. Okay, and now it's gonna happen again, divisive ruling again. This time light is gathering in the staff, okay? And you can see that it's like yellow gold now, as opposed to purple. This light, okay? So this one, I'm gonna go all the way outside. Because it'll do the middle cleave, and then it does another middle cleave, but this time it's wider, okay? See how much wider it got? So, and this person got hit with it, so they took a lot of damage. They also got these vuln stacks. So here, let's see that again. Divisive ruling. See how this middle cleave, it kind of cuts off like the hitboxes right here, okay? So I parked myself pretty far away. But let's see how much more from the hitbox it goes. It goes up to here, so like, see this kind of like X mark on the ground? There's likely one over here too. I would say, yeah, this person is standing directly on this little X area, and that is the safe spot. Okay, and here it looks like ST moved a bit, but like they're still like standing in it. So they have full health here, but they get hit with it. They already had a bone stack, and so it hits kind of hard. All right, let's move on. Okay, so the boss actually, it's not like always going to be true north or south or whatever. It's wherever the boss is turning and facing. So you know what? Forget about what I said about the X mark actually, because it really depends on if the boss is like facing a very specific way. But anyway, divisive ruling again. This is the purple one. Darkness. Okay, so I'm gonna stand on the edge of the middle cleave. Is this pointing at an inner cardinal? I'm super bad at that stuff. I mean, I'm not even gonna try. Okay, but you have to just take a look at where the boss is facing, and then the first cleave that's telegraph, stand at the edge, and then move in, because now we're gonna get the outside cleaves. Okay? Poor ST. They died because they got hit with that. Alright. Or they tried to move, see? They were there, and they did try to move, but they got clipped by it. And they got another bone stack, so... yeah. Because see, it was like this before, right? Geometry. In this case, let's see. If it expand, if it was a gold one and it expand, it was a little bit more than the hitbox. You know, maybe the X still would be applicable. Sorry, past me. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see it a few more times. Let's see if that theory is correct. This is why we make long guides, guys. Okay, so darkness, stand at the edge, and then go into the inside. Okay, Eunomia. I said pneumonia before. Eunomia. This is the raid white, and it has a bleed, so we gotta heal up for all that. Okay, the boss just turns wherever. It's not like they're targeting the main tank who's over here right now. So this dark and light submit to emissary's judgment. Okay. We got these glowing platforms, okay? There's darkness over here, and then there's light over here. Purple, 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 and like yellow, okay? Now, sigils of discord, the balance must needs be maintained, okay? So that means you have to balance things out, okay? So this thingy goes out, the sigil tilts the balance of your aether. So here, this thing lights discord, okay? So I have this debuff now, the light one, and it looks like all the DPS have the light one, and then the support, so tanks and healers, have the purple one. Have you heard that before? Tanks and healers being called support? It throws me off all the time, but that's what people usually call tanks and healers, the support. Okay, so I have the light one, and to balance that out, I need to go stand in the purple, the darkness, okay? And then same for these, if you have the purple one, you want to go stand in the light version, the gold yellow one, so it balances out. If you stand in the same one, that's not balance, that's too much. Here we go. Ethereal polarity is tilting dangerously towards the light. Failure to restore the balance with darkness will result in damage taken. Okay, so this is basically just saying you gotta balance yourself out. You gotta go to the opposite one. So I'm slowly going over there just so you can see what happens. I wasn't standing it immediately, and because I wasn't, I got a vulnerability up. Okay, so I got hit ever so slightly. Let's see that one more time. Kind of hard to tell, but here, you can also see here, the icon is like, it's got a little circle, and then a little circle underneath, and then a bigger circle on top, okay? And now, look, when I... Oh, here. Rather than me drawing it. Look at how mine has a little halo on top of the ball, whatever. But then these other people who are standing inside the thing, they have lights accord now instead of what was mine called? Discord. Okay, I have lights discord, which means it's not balanced, okay? And then over here, when the people walk into the thingy, they get light accord, and so it's imbalanced now. PR is standing in the thing, so they have a different debuff now, and it's accord, so that one's okay. It's just, you know, solid circle stuff. Whereas over here, I got a small circle and a big circle, and that means I'm in discord. And then over here, yeah, we got the people who walked in, they got darks accord, so they're balanced, okay? Like that. If you're interested in Savage or extreme stuff at all, specifically Savage, like, these are the types of things that you'd have to notice. And I'm just going through it because, you know, you can get by in normal stuff without really understanding all these debuffs, but it is here to take a look at. And so if this is something you're interested in, then maybe you'd enjoy Savage stuff. Just saying. Okay, but see here, I didn't technically make it in yet, and so I got snapshot with this attack. So what happened? I got a vulnerability up and I got 16k damage, and then immediately in like half a second, like, I make it in, and so that's why it looked like it'll happen at the same time. But for that split moment, I wasn't inside the thing, and so that's why I got a vuln stack and I got attacked by the thing. But now that I am inside, it's unbalanced, so I got lights accord. Okay, now ST is here, okay, but we'll take a look at what happens in a moment here. Okay, also the boss is doing this move now. But let's look at ST. ST runs out. ST was here before. They ran out, and then they got a vuln stack. Okay. Whereas nobody else is getting hit with anything. It's just because they're outside now that they like hit. And then, oh, okay, so that one move that had just happened, it drops AoEs underneath people. This was STs, they like dashed over there. Okay, so we gotta bait those, just get out of them, dodge and get out of them. Lots happening here all at once. Okay, so I go in, ST is fine here, but they end up moving because I think they probably thought they were in the wrong one. So they're dashing over here. They got hit because they left this circle, and we have these baited AoEs now that you have to dodge, but you need to stay inside your respective colored circle so you don't get hit. Watch as MB is running out here, and yeah, everyone who's like outside is like getting hit with all this stuff. Okay, MB is out, ST was also out, they died. Well, MB didn't die yet, tank privilege, but yeah. And then MB went back to their side. MB's got 6 stacks, what's going on here? What's going on? Okay, MB had 1 stack already, and okay, MB also has the Discord one. They're over here. Okay, so MB is like constantly getting hit with stuff because they're not balanced. They're not in the right side. And then now ST is not balanced, and so they're also taking damage. And and the rest of us are dodging these things. Okay, MB is getting more bone stacks because they're constantly getting hit now because they're not in balance. And so now they're running to the opposite side. And yeah, okay. And ST died because they're not a tank and they were not on the right side. And MB survived, even with 6 stacks because they are a tank. But they did manage to get to their side. Okay, so that's how that works, alright? When you see whatever color you have, it will be underneath you. You gotta go to the opposite side. And try to stay in here despite whatever mechanics happen. We'll see more mechanics happening. Great start. Emissary's Will. So, you need to be in your thing when this goes off. The raid wide happens and then it will remove this thingy. I guess at this point you don't have to be in the thing, but this is when everybody loses their stuff. Okay. Okay, dismissal ruling. We've got this knockback stuff, but we also got this darkness. Okay, it's also purple. So we gotta take a look at what happens after that. So position yourself kind of closer to the center so that when you get knocked back, you don't get pushed into the blue stuff out here. You'll die. You can also use knockback prevention here. Yeah, see? AV used their knockback prevention and they were able to stay there. And so here we get knocked back, but because we had the purple thing, we got this thing in the middle. Okay, so we have to move inside now. Remember before when it was like the middle cleave, you have to dodge on the outside and then you go inside because then the outside cleaves? It's just like that. Except this time it's a circular motion, and so we get pushed out and then we have to run in. Okay, I didn't run in fast enough, so I got a bone stack and I took some damage here. Okay, but now this time, another version of dismissal ruling is that, okay, light gathers. Right? So we got the knockback again. And so, you know, you can use your knockback prevention if you didn't use it the first time, or you're just gonna have to ride the knockback. So basically standing inside the hitbox and like closer to the center is you'll be fine. And then for this, it actually would be better if you ride the knockback, because we got this circle AoE. You know, like if you're standing here and you use surecast or arm's length, and then this thing pops up, you're gonna have to run out anyway. So when it's the gold version, it might be better just to ride the knockback. If you're running this multiple times, you know, to optimize and stuff. Okay, we got double tank busters here, so just avoid them. Okay, dark and light. We got these circle things again. Oh, look at the animation here. It's like wobbling a little. But yeah, so figure out what sigil you have. Sigil balance. Okay, so I got light's discord again. So that means I need to stand in the purple one. And then if you have the darkness discord, then you go stand over there in the light version. Okay, so now the mechanics are overlapping. Alright, we have this knockback and it's also purple, and so this is the one where you're gonna get knocked back and then there's gonna be a donut safe spot in this inside. So if you have surecast or arm's length, you can use it here too, if you didn't use it those other times. But you have to position yourself so that you're still inside of your balanced circle, okay? Because as we saw earlier, if you step outside, you're gonna start getting hit and then you'll get bone stacks and then you might die, okay? So for this one, I do end up using my arm's length. Okay, and then so now this safe spot is good. this is the safe spot for this side, and then like this is a safe spot for that side. Okay. So if you do get knocked back, you need to immediately run up. Whoa, ST. Oh, ST already had 2 stacks. Yeah, so they took some damage there. And yeah, I think they didn't make it in fast enough. That's probably why they took a hit. Right. Yeah. See, everyone's already here. I think they just got snapshot with a thing. Like their foot was just on the edge of the circle when see the cast is going off right now. The cast is going off. And their foot is still kind of just right there. So yeah. One more time. Yeah, that was their foot, right? Yep. So you gotta move fast. Okay, Emissary's Will. Alright, we got our raid wide and the debuffs go away. Okay. Alright, so now we got this unique tank buster. Darkness gathers in the staff, okay? Take your measure, okay? Upheld Ruling, that's the tank buster. But we also got this purple, pink stuff here, so this is darkness. Okay. So the tank buster, you definitely don't want to be in there unless you're the tank. But also the tank positions so that they stand closer to the edge. Also because there's this tether here. This patch also likes utilizing this tether thing a lot. Let's see if I can see it. It's kind of hard to see, but typically this tether, I'm not sure if it's the barbed wire one, but you know what I'm saying? Like in that last one, the spider one, there was the barbed wire all over the place you saw, and you had to like move far away. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but in any case, the tank will move far away and move this AoE away. Okay, so everyone wants to like not stand in that, but because of this purple aura thing happening, the darkness, watch. As soon as the boss hits, then we got this donut thing, okay? So now everyone needs to run inside. Okay, and then now we have this stack marker, but light is going into the staff now. See this glowy yellow gold stuff? Upheld Ruling, okay. Whoa. Upheld Ruling? What was this one called? Oh yeah, it's called the same thing. So this one is the tank buster, and then the other Upheld Ruling is the stack. Okay, so we stack together. However, because this thing's glowing, we are going to have to run out afterwards. So the boss smashes down. And then we got this circle AoE inside, so now we have to run out. Okay. Oh, nice dash. So purple, generally you want to go in, and yellow, gold, light, you want to go out. Okay. And this is like a double, triple stack, so you need to stay here for that. Wow, this was that 5 times. Okay. It's indicated because there's like multiple arrows going in. Okay, so that means it's not just gonna hit once. You have to just stay there. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 hits. Okay. Dark and light. Okay, these purple and yellow circles again. Okay, so we're gonna get our Discord debuffs. Oh, this time I got dark. dark discord. Okay, so it switches it up. So this time I'm gonna have to go to the light side to balance my aether. Okay, so now this is overlapping. Divisive ruling. Okay, so we got the purple one. So it hits in the middle, okay? And it's the purple one, and so that means once the middle hits, then the outside ones will hit. So we stand on the outside first, wait for the middle to hit, and then we move in. While staying inside our circle, okay? Okay, dismissal ruling. So it's purple again. It's purple again, but we got this knockback. And so the purple one means it's gonna be a donut on the inside. At the beginning, he asks if light consumes or dark something something. Will light embrace or darkness consume? You can think of it as the light wants to hug you with damage, which is a circle AoE, and darkness wants to eat you like a hamburger. Why not? Why not? Okay? Like the darkness one is like imagine these are teeth, okay? They're like nomming, and then you're on the inside getting nom. If you want to be safe, you gotta stay inside, you know, because it's like a hamburger. Whatever. Okay, however you learn, just that's the way to go. So here again, because it's the purple one, the safe part is gonna be on the inside. Darkness, go inside and gather up. Okay. I almost got tossed out there because I didn't stand hella close to there. I'm like, let's see, the hitbox is like here, so I'm standing kind of close to the hitbox, the inner ring of the hitbox, and when I get knocked back, I end up leaving my circle ever so slightly, and I got real close to this death wall. Okay, see, so for a moment I had the dark discord debuff because I got knocked out of my circle, and so if I got hit with something besides that raid white there, I could have gotten hit with a thingy and got a Vuln stack, but because I'm, oh, you know what, as soon as I left the thing, I definitely did. I got hit with the Vuln stack, and then this switched it up. Talk too soon. That's a great example though, okay? So you want to position yourself so that when you get knocked back, you are still inside the circle. Because even if you leave, look how fast it was. I left just for like half a second and I moved back in, but that was enough to get hit. 21k and I got a Vuln stack, okay? Tricky business here. But now we gotta move inside to the donut. Okay, Emissary's Will. This is just checking. Okay. I dodged the Emissary's Will because I was inside my circle. And then we lose the thingy. Okay. Alright, so now we got the double tank buster. Just to get out of the way. Tanks, make sure you're mitigating for those. This move is, oh yeah, okay, so we're baiting AoEs and just getting out of the way. Okay, and then now we got this thing, the glowy thingy, and the half the stage cleave to the middle. So since this is the glowing one, we're gonna have to go outside because the inside will hug you, embrace you with more damage, okay? There, we got a hit, and now it's an even bigger hug. So you gotta go on the outsides. Let's see, does that? Okay. In this one, the X is definitely not safe. So maybe is not the best. But for me, what I was looking at is I try to find these markers from the hitbox, and then I head towards this area. to be safe. Some people like to stand more on the edge, you know. Yeah, but I like to just play it safe. Okay, light gathers. So there's a stack over here. I actually didn't see it because of all this light stuff, so I was like trying to make my way over. I was like, what's happening? So I didn't actually get hit with that, but like before, as soon as that hits, there's gonna be a circle AoE, so we gotta run out. Inomia. It's the Raid Blade with a bleed. Shadowed Messengers. Okay. This one's gonna be... okay. Themis conjures Phantom Warriors. This might be a little tricky. We got warriors on here and over here, okay? So they're doing that move from before. So this one over here has the purple darkness, okay? And this one over here has the light one. And so they're doing their middle cleaves. And so just like earlier, the light one, when this is done cleaving, it's gonna expand. Okay. And then the purple one, when this goes off, then the sides will go off. Okay. So you want to position yourself so that first you get out of this first hit. Okay, so I stand in this corner. And these people are positioning themselves so they can immediately move into this safer spot over here. But I'm just parking it here to be safe, and you do have enough time to react to it. Okay, as soon as it hits, you'll see the next telegraph, and you do have time. But you do have to react quickly. See, these people, they immediately knew to go over here, but the purple stuff, it expand. Oh, sorry. The yellow stuff expand this way, and then the purple stuff, it went on the outsides. Okay. So now I gotta move over here. ST did not react as quickly to that, and so they got cleaved with it. And that's very unfortunate. Okay. Immediately after, we've got these baited AoEs. We're moving the AoEs. So wait for that to go off, and then go into the middle for the knockback. So this is the yellow one, which means there's going to be a circle AoE on the inside. It's going to hug us, embrace us with an AoE, okay? Now, I was inside and I got knocked back, but if you're standing along the edge of the hitbox at all, like here-ish, so I moved this much. Okay. How many yalms is that? I don't know. That was enough so that I didn't go into this thing. But if I had stayed... oh, this is perfect. This is a perfect visualization because the drawing's still here. If I had stayed along the edge of the hitbox, like right here, like I would have gotten into this thing. I would have gotten into the death wall. See that again? Okay, so look, I'm standing along the edge, the inner edge, but when I get knocked back, okay, I actually walked into it. For science, you guys. Inner edge, inner circle of the hitbox, okay? I was standing there, but I moved forward just this much. This is how much you want to stay inside, kind of thing. How much room you've got. Here, I was safe enough. And so technically you can go like around here, so about right here. Or else you'll go into the blue stuff. I was safe, but of course for science, I turned around and I just walked into it because no one else had really walked into it, and I wanted to make sure that it was a death wall, just for you guys. So yeah, as soon as you step in this, you just die, okay? Also stack marker. So this hits, what was it, 5 times? And then, oh, there's no circle thing. That was like the multiple stack thing. So there's no circle thing after that. Okay, but this move is gonna be the baited AoEs. So you bait and move at him. Darkness. Okay, a lot happening right here. Darkness. Okay, the purple one. Dodge out of the thing and then you move inside. Inside. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, the tank thingy, they're stretching the tether, they're moving far away, is purple. So once this hits, it's gonna be a donut. So we're gonna have to go inside the hitbox. See, yeah, like this inside radius. Yeah, you know what? I would say that this is about the distance too. So this is generally what the hitbox looks like, you know, this outer one with the little arrow thing. And then this distance, you want to be at least somewhere in this smaller donut for the knockback. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. This amount of distance. Okay. Anyway, okay, so we made that. Then we got a raid wide with the bleed. Great. We did it! Yeah! He's got like 4 hands. Yeah, so because this is current stuff, you can only get 1 piece of loot per week. Kind of divides up the loot for people. Also gets people playing this more. Preparing up for the Savage tier that's coming out soon. So if you're confused why you can only get 1 thing, that's why. It will unlock eventually, so you can get multiple things. But yeah, I hope that was informative. Goodbye.